thank you. The only correction I would make is I'm not necessarily a politician, but I am planning on serving you in Tallahassee. And I'm really excited to be here with you today. So thanks for all the leadership that have done this. I've noticed that several of the speakers have been frustrated with legislature. Anybody had any frustration with their local legislation? I want to be somebody that you're not frustrated with, so I want to give my cell phone to everybody here. There is a special election coming up in just about 31 days for a vacated seat. So currently this area does not have a legislator in Tallahassee for this session. So Governor Ron DeSantis issued this special election 8 weeks long, and it's coming up. I already have my concealed, but I'm learning a lot here, and I need to attend more of these, and I've noticed that there's not a lot of other candidates or people attending this, but I am here, so I want to get to know you. Would love to shake your hand, give you a little bit. I'm not going to tell you all the details about me, but you can grab the brochure here. My family's in the back as well. My wife and I have lived in the area for about 30 years. We've been married 29 years. We have 4 adult sons. How many have 4 kids or more? I mean, we kept trying for a girl. We ended up with 4 boys. That's the only way that happens, right? And so they're adult. But let me be concise with you and just hit you with a couple of thoughts so that you know a little bit about me in the few minutes I have. This is one of the most important elections to our community, really, in this country. And people say, why is it? Well, here's why. Joe Biden and the woke liberals in D.C. are waging war on our Constitution and our constitutional rights. How many agree with that?
Yeah.
They're waging war on us. And every right's important. Every right in our Constitution is important, but the Second Amendment is the most important because nothing else can survive without that. And we know that every modern tyranny throughout history, the first thing that happens is they take away the rights for us to defend ourselves. So we've got to protect the Second Amendment. We know that, and as a legislator, I will do that. I've never been elected, never ran for office a few years back, but this will be the first time that we get elected with your support. The framers of our Constitution knew that the government could never grow too powerful if the citizens were well armed. So we know that, but it seems like our government right now may not know that. They also knew that a well-armed citizenry, if the government ever, is what we would need if the government ever failed to defend ourselves. And we're witnessing some of that as well. As far as veterans, how many love your veterans?
Yeah.
It's an important topic. I know every one of us love and support our veterans. Their intent is to protect us and our country. I wish that we could say the same for our commander-in-chief. We have a dilemma on our hands, friends. Border. The border is unsecured. A Chinese surveillance balloon is allowed to fly unfettered across the United States. This is unacceptable. And so don't let Joe Biden or any other liberal tell you that the Second Amendment's not important, because it is important. How many would agree? This is the dumbest stuff in the history of dumbness.
Yeah.
In the history of dumbness, this is it. This ranks up high for what we see going on. We plan on winning this campaign. Again, we're 32 days away. I plan on representing you in Tallahassee for District 24. And you can count on me to stand with Governor DeSantis to push back against the Washington overreach. We're going to do that. Open carry. Let me mention something on that. We're going to pass open carry. We're going to push for it. We're going to get behind you. I've heard a number of details today that I want to dig in more. I want to learn more as I take this to Tallahassee for us. I want to be able to be a fighter for us. And I want to attend more events like this that we're attending today. We're going to show America that the free state of Florida is also the safest state in the union, because there's nothing more that a criminal is more afraid of than a law-abiding citizen with a gun. How many agree with that? So we can deter this stuff. Last thing I'm going to say is this. I'm honored to have several endorsements. Former Congressman Ted Yoho has endorsed our campaign. We love Ted Yoho. As of this week, Bikers for Trump endorsed the Chamberlin campaign. That's a pretty cool one right there. Conservative Watch USA has endorsed us this week. That came out. Runaway Campers, that's one of the biggest endorsements we can have. Runaway Campers, we're here, Runaway. And I'm A-rated with the NRA, and I would be honored to have your vote for Ryan Chamberlain on March 7th. God bless you all. Thank you for having me.